I'm shadowboxing. It is shadowboxing, but I try to act like it's a fight. Like some of you guys, like when you kick, you guys are turning back. Like you'll never do it in a fight. So I tend to always like, it's like I'm hitting patterns. So like boom, 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 block. I always want my hip block. I always do loads of blocks. And then when I kick, it's like boom, 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 boom. I try to control my body so it's like closer to like to warm up for whatever I'm gonna do. So when you shadowbox, try to be a bit more realistic, like so you can, it's a training, you know, it's like, I shadowbox 20 minutes a day. So it's like, I just put the headphones on and I'm just focused on like, you know, hitting hard. Let's go, 2 more minutes. Kinda hard, you'll get used to it. It's a bit hard. Yeah, that was like, but it is. Yeah, just like, boom. Yeah. Boom. Just get, your hips gonna get stronger. Same when you guys are punching, have your fist like, it's like you're throwing punches, don't just flick your hands. 5. Guys, can you guys put your shin pads and gloves on so we can do some drills? So I'll show you guys stuff I do every fight, and they always work with every opponent. It doesn't matter who I fought. I do some basic stuff, and it just always works. So my first thing I've tried to, like when I went to Thailand, like I was fighting, you know, the Thais, they're so experienced. So even in sparring, like I couldn't do anything. So I had to find ways to like slowly start to counter the Thais, because they're just, as much as you train, you know, like blocks, and to me it's like they've been doing it since forever, so it's really hard to catch up to that level. So I had to like find a way to like work around to reach that level. So the first thing I've started, when I went to Thailand, I had no boxing. So I went to Thailand and then I was like, how can I combine boxing with Muay Thai? But like, you can't just go to a boxing coach, learn boxing and put it in Muay Thai, because they step different, they move different. So the first thing I fixed was my jab. So my jab, when I fight, so once a fight starts, I don't just go in and like, I jab like, my first jab is always crisp, clean. I always want it to land. I wanted to give him like a warning, like, you know, like my jab's always gonna be in front of you, like 5 rounds, I'm gonna throw jabs at you. So once a fight starts, doesn't matter if I land it, I always try to land it on his nose, but I always jab quick, boom. It's not gonna be a jab, a heavy one, a push. I snap it, I try to like snap it so I can land it on his nose. So it's like, boom. So I step in with the toes, just like we step in with the knees, and I land my jab. So it's like, boom, and I bring it back fast. Then I'm here, boom. Again, boom. So let's just warm up so I can combine the techniques with your jabs. Yeah, try snap it. No, you should learn it. Boom. Yeah, snap it. Boom. Speed quick. Snap it. Boom. Yeah. When I jab, another secret that I like to do is like, I keep my shoulders relaxed. So you know when you're gonna fight, when it's like the real time to fight, like your body's a bit like from the stress, you're tired. So if you tense up, even like the first round, it can ruin the whole fight. So when I throw my jabs out, I'm always trying to be relaxed. Doesn't matter what he's gonna do. So I'm like, boom. Even if he comes, boom, and just relax. Because when I'm relaxed, I can see. So if I jab, I'm like, don't tense up. Jab, bring it back, and relax. Jab, bring it back, relax. So when the fight starts, I'm just gonna show you ways to work the jab that it's just gonna be too easy. So as you're here, you're like, boom, boom, boom. And you're gonna be here all the time. Boom, in his face, boom, boom, not stop, boom. Jab. So just want you guys to lift up and snap the jab. Every time, snap the jab. So it's like, boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Boom. Because yeah, do your jab. Jab, jab. I always. That's not. I don't want this. I don't want him to be able to carry it. I just want him to like be like a shot. Time. Nice. Guys, one thing I didn't say, I was just sending them over there, is like, so I know my jab's successful, and if someone jabs and he doesn't have time to jab, doesn't have time to parry. So if you fight an experienced Thai and he having problems with his jabs, he'll stop trying to parry it. And what they do is they put the glove and they just leave it here. So they leave the glove on their head and they let you punch the glove. That's what Lertzila done to me. So when the fight started with Lertzila, I landed a few jabs and I was like, wow, I'm jabbing like he can't see my jabs. Later, after a few jabs, he just put his glove here. Every jab I was throwing, he was stopping on his hand. So if you're fighting anyone, like in your hometown, wherever, when you guys jab, just be quick so he can't block. When you lift up, whoop, left knee. So jab, boom, whoop, left knee. Jab, whoop, left knee. You guys get it? Let's go. Yeah. Let me go. Let's go. I'm always relaxed and block everything, and I can fake. I'm gonna tap. This is what the tense up for a split second, but I'm always ready to come. Yeah.
Relax. Okay, so you're solid.
Always,
relax, solid.
Always.
So you relax.
I never relax.
Yeah, just solid. Yeah, cool.
I took a lot of people. So imagine you find somebody, he keeps walking to me and I'm like, jab, he keeps coming again, fake, he keeps coming again, cheat, he come up, knee. So before you throw the left knee, stay there for like half a second, like just to see what he's gonna do. He might try come for a low kick, you're ready to teep. Your legs are already up. All you have to do is extend. You can left body kick, you can do anything. So when you're here, this is the most important. Don't be like losing balance. So what I do, you see my toes? I don't have them down. There's no balance here. The toes are up, it helps with balance. You guys see, it's like you stay still. And shoulders, keep them relaxed too. So my knee lifts up, it's just one step. So when you guys keep up here, and again, relax, up and relax. Whoop, boom, 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 whoop, boom, teep, whoop, whoop. See how he doesn't know what's gonna come, because I'm keep lifting this up. So just lift it up and stay there for like half a second. That's what I enjoy doing. I like breaking their confidence. I let them worry about stuff they shouldn't be worrying about. If that makes sense? So like, I make them worry about the jab because the jab is like too quick for them. And they're like, oh, I can't see what's going on. And then I just build onto the jab. I just add and I keep adding until the final of the bell. So I'll be from here, boop, and then I usually go. I throw the jab and then I fake. So it's a fake, so it's like I jab, I fake it, and it becomes into a hook. So my hooks, I throw it with these two small knuckles. These two. And what I do is, I'll show you without a glove so you understand the angle. Is I jab, and then I throw it and I fake. And the angle that comes is like this, boom. So it's kind of like this. And look at my leg, so it's a jab, fake, and look at the angle now. All my body, I bring all my body. Boom, bring it down. So it comes kind of from where the eye is. I try to hit here. And always keep it small. Always know a long hook is easy to block. A small one is really hard to catch. So as you hear, boom, it's really hard to catch it. So let's just drill a bit. Jab, fake, boom, down. And twist your leg. Bring all your body. Boom. I always land with this. Because it always sneaks here behind you. You always will land this little. Get it, this part of the glove. The two knuckles. Try to like bring it down. Yes. Yeah. Feel it better?
Yeah, it's more of a snap. It's more of a bang, it's like a jab.
Yeah. For this technique, I never landed it like this. I always landed it. Yeah, because it always slips in something. Back of the year, always gets him something.
Sorry.
But for my last fight on Sunday, I'll just show you guys what we worked on. So we started working on this technique. So what I was telling to everyone is that I used to hook like everyone, like this. So for the past 2 months, I've learned this hook. And this was the small hook that I learned. When you guys punch through like here, you guys see, like this never fits. There's always a glove or this. But when you always do it like this little part, you always sneak it even up behind the ear somewhere. It will always hurt him. So what we're gonna do now is like jab, fake, hook, twist, and kick. One thing for the low kicks, I don't like kicking the muscle. I go for the knees. So when I kick, whoop, I kick knees. We'll do it in a fight. Be careful now so we don't hurt each other. But when you guys do ever fight or whatever, aim for this part of the knee. That's where I kick. This part on the knee. So every time. How come? Because it hurts.
Yeah.
I don't. Look, I fought opponents who had big legs, and their legs are always like conditioned. You know this. You face different opponents, but to me it's like everyone has a knee, and all the knees function the same. So I believe I can break all knees if I kick it. So it just made sense. And my trainer John Watt, like he was known in time for kicking the knees. So we've been working on kicking the knee. So as you're here, chop, fake, boom, kick the knee, boom. Let's go. Be careful of your knees. Don't fuck the knee up. Yeah, you want to kick it.
So is this?
Jump. Yes. Let's try kick. Snap the jab, snap the jab. Yes. Nice. Good. I like how I'm seeing everybody use a quick jab. First rule, because I like to box alone, but doesn't mean I like to box. The first rule in Muay Thai, you know, never keep your hands here. So if my hands are here and I'm getting punched, I'll tell you a few reasons I don't like it. One is because when I fight opponents who rest their glove on their head and they're taking shots, so punch me, whatever. This to me is brain damage still. Think about it. The glove, soft part of the cushion, and all you're doing is, to me, it's the same as getting hit because his head is taking all of it. So if I see opponents who are here, I just enjoy them because I just hit them because they're not doing anything about it. They're just taking. If you think about it, their brains is like they're slowing down. You know if you guys ever box sparring, like on the third round when you take a bit too much punches in the hands, feel a bit like slow. So that's why when you fight Thais, first thing they'll either do is kick your hands, like they'll whack you, like just right where your brain is. So the first block I always is a long guard. The way I long guard is I keep my hand here and this hand here. So anything he does, uppercut, hook, and you see what I do? I don't have a long guard and I keep it here, long hook. I don't keep it here. I look at it, hook, always lift, let the bone take the damage on it. So boom, punch, lift with your shoulder, uppercut. Every dribble. There's no one for him to hit. So from here, so if he's hook, block, you can elbow, you can do anything. So basically, work the long guard, get used to it a bit so we can add some techniques.
Would you love to counter straight away there though?
What?
Would you love to counter straight away?
I will always counter.
Like one shot and
of course, yeah, right away. If there's an opening, sometimes they're too powerful. But as long as I'm safe here, and he knows that he has to start swinging. Because from here, we'll start adding the elbows and everything. But learn the angles from the long guard. Get comfortable and then we'll add techniques.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Are you like sort of jobbing it out or are you keeping it?
No, keep it. Yeah.
Well, if you're shorter than the guy.
Can still do it. Yeah, so look. Lock. No. Lock over the hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, overhead. Yeah. See him, then we're gonna come straight up. Yeah. Good job. Come, punch.
Yeah.
No, because if I take it, hook,
I'm still taking it.
take it, but look at this. Boom. Do you get it?
I'm making a 10.
You feel it? I get the 10, look. Boom. Or uppercut. Boom. Up, boom.
It takes me to get used to that.
Yeah. Just keep your eyes
to
on
it.
it. It's good. When you have the long guard here, right? Don't have your hand like stuck onto you so you can't move. Stay free. So basically I'm marching. He's a heavy puncher. Long guard. Well, show him that you're there to like block his punches. You're not scared of him. Oh, boom. From here you can elbow straight away. That's why. So you're opening. He's scared. Oh, boom. So stay strong. So as you're here, he's swinging, uppercut, block, boom. So you're gonna answer with your elbows. So stay strong and block the shot. Don't take anything because if you take it, it might be strong. You're gonna go back, lose your balance. Stand there strong. When it comes, block, boom, straight in. Let's go. Block the hook, right elbow. Boom.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not gonna get
like you're being smothered.
Guys, quick thing. So I want you guys to so it can work, so you guys can understand it a bit more. I'm fighting Valentino, right? He's a good puncher. I don't have good boxing. I want to elbow him. That's what I want to do. So I'm here, boom. Don't stay there and play combinations. This is the long guard. Boom, punch. Boom. Long guard. Boom. Just keep your long guard. Just counter everything that comes. Let's go. Put the pressure. Walk them down. Slice and dice. So let's say he's punching. Look. Boom. Might have someone.
And then with that one, it's blocking.
Yeah, I block everything. I always have to block everything.
And then, I said this one, you have to go, so if you're blocking, yeah? How about this? Boom, body shot.
Alright, go there.
Boy! Yeah.
There you go.
Attack is defense, yeah? Yeah, cool.
Remember, like, you might, sometimes you have to give a little bit to get a bit more, right? So if I'm here, right, and let's say he does have a strong body shot, I didn't see it, go, and I land. It's my chance right now, so tense up, throw it. So even if you're here, like, look for the openings. Whoop, it's right there. Boom. Even if it's here. Another thing, as it's here, look at this. That's why I'm just keeping him there. I'm keeping him far. Even here, let's say you're here. Look, you guys have to have your footwork ready for a fight. I mean, the long guard is just something, but then you're gonna add on, your footwork, eyesight, everything else just adds on. So anyway, I'll show you another technique that I did last Sunday that someone asked for me to do here. It's like, so what I done on Sunday is I low kicked the opponent and then I faked and then I jump teep. So my jump teep is like this. I lift up and I go in. So from here, just throw a low kick, boom, and then step back, whoop, boom. I knocked someone out, I knocked 3 guys out. So the way I do it is, when the teep lands, I want it to be a bit here, right where the liver is. So I stab it right in there. So I lift up, boom. Another thing I like to do is I want you guys to do both. I even do it here. Exactly, it's a knee. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a fight. I'm not gonna be like, I want to look Thai style body kick all day. I want to end fights. I don't want to go by judges and all that. We might fight in someone's hometown. Judges might not like you. You might lose a fight. So it's always good to try aim hurting the opponent. It's still Muay Thai, right? Nobody said we're not allowed to teep the knees. Why am I going to teep his thigh when I can just slam his knee in? So from here, you can go either to the stomach or straight down to the knee. Boom. Be careful with your knees, guys. What? No. So this is just how I set it up. Like, I'll right low kick, step a bit back, fade, boom, boom. and just let him come in. This is a little fake, so boom, hit, boom. That's it, let's go. Look, you're fake, like, don't be like, try this, just a little. Chomp, the high low. Yeah. Another technique I love to do is, again, I kick the knee, but with the left inside. Boom. Always. So, quick jab, boom. I always play with their knees. I always kick it. Just tap it right on the knee. So, jab, boom. So, fake, whoop, right cross. So, quick jab, boom. Kick the knee, whoop, fake, right cross. Let's go. Time. Yeah. Oh, come around. Look. So as you look, boom.
Sorry, do you switch then?
Yeah. So years
You don't just flick it out?
Yeah, of course. Switch. Boom. Big. Your partner, do 3-round sparring. Work what you guys always do every day. Try add like the long guard. Work in and I'll come around here. Just be your normal self. Just add in some extra stuff. Hi. One. Right. Thank you for that. You're tired. It's getting long. That should be the one time.
Thank you, fella.
So let's go. We'll do, these are the basic ab work we do at the end of training in Thailand, right? So keep your legs straight. You do this every day in Thailand. And so keep your hands on your head. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2. Thank you everyone.
Take a picture before you go, please.
Thank you very much.
Don't like biceps, eating. 8.
Proper seed on. Wait.
I'm conscious when I take pictures like this that I'm gonna make it to the umbrella Thai boxers with umbrellas. So I have to go like this, or I have to go like this.